Oh.
Act 2, Scene 1.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have not heard the clock.
She goes down at 12.
I take it 'tis later, sir.
Hold, take my sword. There's husbandry in heaven. Their candles are all out. Take thee that too. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature give way into repose. Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir, not yet at rest? The king's abed. He hath been an unusual pleasure, and sent forth great largesse to your offices. This diamond he greets your wife withal, by the name of most kind hostess, and shut up in measureless content.
Being unprepared, our will became the servant to defect, which else should have free wrought.
All's well. I dreamt last night of 3 weird sisters. To you they have showed me some truth.
I think not of them, yet when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business, if you would grant the time.
At your kindest leisure.
If you shall cleave to my consent, when 'tis it shall make honor for you.
So I lose none, in seeking to augment it, but still keep my bosom franchised and allegiance clear. I shall be counselled.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The like to you.
Bid thy mistress, when my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell, get thee to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have not thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision sensible, to feeling as to sight, or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation, proceeding from the heat oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this which that now I draw. Thou marshallest me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade in dungeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now o'er the one half world nature seems dead, in wicked dreams abuse. The curtained sleep, witchcraft celebrates. Pale Hecate's offerings and withered murder. Alarums by his sentinel, the wolf, whose howls his watch thus with his stealthy pace, with Tarquin's ravishing strides towards his design, moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk for fear. Thy very stones prate of my whereabout, and take the present horror from the time which now suits it. Whilst I threat, he lives. Words to the heat of doubts too cold breath gives. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is Nell that summons thee to heaven or hell. Act 2, Scene 2.
That which hath made me drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched hath given me fire. Hark, peace. It was the owl that shrieked the fatal bellman, which gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their posits, that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's there? What? Oh.
Alack! I am afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. The attempt at not dead confounds us. Hark! I lay their daggers ready. He could not miss him. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My husband!
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended?
A.
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain.
This is a sorry sight.
A foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh in his sleep, and one cried, Murder! That they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers, and addressed them again to sleep.
There are two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and Amen, the other. As they had seen me in these hangman's hands, listening their fear, I could not say, Amen, when they did say, God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But wherefore could not I pronounce Amen? I had most need of blessing, and Amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, Sleep no more! Macbeth does murder sleep, the innocent sleep, sleep that knits up the ravelled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life, sore labour's bath, balm of hurt's mind, great nature's second course, chief nourisher in life's feast.
What do you mean?
Still it cry, Sleep no more! To all the house, Galamis hath murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more, Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Who was it that thus cried? Why, worthy Thane? You do unbled your noble strength to think so unbrain sickly of things. Go get some water, and wash these filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them, and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on to it again. I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? How is it with me, when every noise appeals me? What hands are here? Ha! They pluck out mine eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean wash this blood clean from my hand? No, this my hand will rather the multitudinous seas in Incardine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy is it then? Your constancy hath left you unattended. Hark! More knocking! Get on your nightgown, lest occasion call us, and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed, 'twere best not know myself. Wake Duncan with thy knocking. I would thou couldst.
This